Hey everyone, I'm the Rev. Hadn't done an online race for a while, so we jumped onto Raceroom. Portimao. M235i. Hadn't driven either before. What's the worst that can happen? Let's find out. 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-minute race. Reckon we've got 80 minutes of fuel.
Green. Car right.
Good start.
You're still left, right side on your left.
Very good start. Oh, this lad's got a better start. Look at him go.
You're in the middle, you're right. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear left.
And after getting through turn 1 with minimal contact, all that was left to do was settle down and learn the track and get used to the car.
Left side. Clear left.
Right, let's see what we can do now. Settle down. That was exciting. All the clean racing into turn 1 had lured me into a false sense of security because Van Herpy behind me, nice name, was not finished. Don't know where he's going. Oh, he's done me. Nice braking, mate. Well played. Van Herpy there managed to catch me napping with a great little move up the inside. I have to keep looking at the track map because I don't really know the track. Van Herpy decided to go for a little excursion, but he managed to save the back of the BMW. Let's try and stick with these lads. Don't hold your breath though, boys. Now, prior to the race, I had done about 6 minutes worth of qualifying, so I wasn't going in completely blind, but there was still a long way to go before I was settled with this track. Not to mention that these were the first laps I'd ever done in the BMW M235i. Still a great race room though, it really is. It only took a few laps for me to remember just how underrated a sim Raceroom is. I'm going to try, Jeff. Right now I was looking at that little group of BMWs ahead, hoping that I could keep up with them and hoping that they had a squabble between each other which might allow me to keep with them. I wouldn't hold your breath, Jeff, but I'm going to try. Jeff was providing me with motivational tidbits. I do wish he wouldn't do that because normally as soon as he does it, I make a mistake that normally costs me the race. Got 1 incident point. 1 out of 40 wasn't bad, but we wanted to keep those incident points down to an absolute minimum. But that was going to be quite difficult as I didn't know the track. Just managed to get it stopped there. That was touch and go.
Okay, Matt, the next car is Matthias. Car number 696. Their reputation is 56 and their rating is 1.5.
Doesn't mean a lot to me that, Jeff, but thanks.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I've got enough time on the game to know what any of that McCaper means, but... Now, the safety rating on Raceroom didn't mean a lot to me, but I was going to assume it was the higher the better. But the purple sector that I just put in gave me hope that we may be able to go forward in this race, once we got a grasp of the track. Some of you might not be able to believe that I've not driven Portimao before. I know that there's a wealth of tracks out there, but sometimes just don't have the time to learn a new track. We'll stay in third for that. Let's get them two battling. Might give us a little bit of an opportunity to close up a touch. This little group ahead were definitely squabbling, and that was allowing me to keep up with them at this point in the race. If they could keep this up for a couple more laps, I might be able to get my head round where the track goes and start to settle into a bit of a rhythm. So that's like a double apexer. Need to keep my eye on that one.
The gap to E5 ahead is now 0.9.
He's super late on the brakes, this lad.
Sector 3 is now yellow.
Managed to close up a bit.
Car left. Green flag in sector 3. Still there. Clear left.
Oh, that was tight.
Well done, Matt, good pass. Nice
And with
front.
that awesome run out to the final turn, we were up to 5th, and it was time to concentrate on the 2 white BMWs ahead of us.
Their rating is 1.5. E5.
I was hopeful that if I could keep the pressure on, the pressure would tell, and we might be able to force an error. Oh, it's just off the track again. Gotta watch them incident points, I know that much. The fact that the lad in 4th was having a couple of excursions filled me with confidence that I was going to be able to keep up with him, and as my experience with the track and car combo grew, I could only get faster with a bit of luck. Not doing so bad here, up to 5th in a car I've never driven, on a track I don't know. Sometimes you've got to give yourself a pat on the back, because if you don't, no one else will. I'll take it. Try and stick with these lads. So I was relatively happy with how the first lap had gone. This lad ahead of us, he kept on having his excursions off the track, which filled me with confidence that at some point we was going to end up onto the back of him. That's a bit better, switch 3rd gear for that. One of my many habits is talking to myself. I do it very often as I try and learn new circuits, and I hope that by doing that it sticks. Definitely try and cut that off, staying 3rd. At this point in time, I was starting to grow in confidence. I was up on my split time, and with my limited experience of the track, I was still on the back of these two, and I was quite confident of a decent result if I kept it clean. Come on, get in, you little baby BMW. Get that tight. That's it.
Left.
Ooh.
Still there, clear left.
Thought there was going to be a bit of contact there, but we're up to 4th.
P4.
Come on.
Okay, Matt, the next car
I was up to
is
4th, I was growing in
6,
confidence, and I was
6,
quite
8.
confident that I'd drop this lad that I just overtook. He's still going to be quick though, this lad.
Right side. Clear right.
Dove up the inside, nicely done.
Clear left.
So I dropped him for all the 2 corners. Well done, Rev. Good racing, mate, well played, I like it. To be fair to him, it was a great move, and it was nice, clean racing, which is always great to see online.
Car right.
He's
Clear
decent
right.
racing with him, but he is holding us up a touch. Holding us up or not, it was up to me to get the job done and make it stick. Turn it tight, that's it.
Clear left.
Right, come on. Let's try and say goodbye to this lad now if we can.
Pass. Now keep pushing.
Now with 4th place secured once again, it was time to try and settle down and get after 3rd place and see if we could get on the podium. Ooh. He's just ran wide.
We're halfway home. Fuel is tight. You might need to save some fuel to get to the end.
Well, I hope not. With 7 minutes to go and 12 minutes of fuel, I don't know what Jeff was on about. That's too wide, that, Rev. Because he's bothered me there now with the fuel. 10 minutes. No, we'll be alright. Shut up, Jeff. Managed to blame the crew chief there for a poor couple of corners, but there was no more excuses. We're going to be okay, Jeff. We're going to be okay. Relax. Got to get your head down. Get after 3rd. Yeah, 10 minutes of fuel. 6 minutes to go.
1.3. Sectors 2
Right,
and
1.3, come on.
1.8. Off the pace.
Turn 1 was still proving to be my nemesis. I was always carrying a little bit too much speed, and I was running wide, and that's where I was gaining incident points lap after lap. If I could just tidy that up, there'd be no more incident points for us. Raceroom still looks gorgeous, even though it runs on a potato. Too slow out of there, Rev.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I was a bit better on the brakes though. We're learning all the time, a bit more familiar with the car, a bit more familiar with the track. As long as my split time numbers remain green, I was happy. He says as he completely ballses that part up, but it's okay. There's still time. If at any point you do think I've earned it, please hit that like and subscribe, as it would massively help me out, and I appreciate everyone that does.
Okay, Matt, you've got half your fuel left.
Quite like it though. Quite like the track.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Come on, Rev. Put a bit of pressure on him. That's all I could do. Keep gaining experience and keep trying to put that pressure on. Third place. Come on, Rev. Try and get in his slipstream if we can. Come on, baby BMW. Come on.
5 minutes left. Double chances here. Let's make sure we can take them.
Well, we'll try, Jeff. Could be a podium.
You'll need to give back the time gained.
Haven't gained any time, Jeff. We got about... Well, we've got 6 incident points though here. I've no idea what my crew chief was on about. I didn't have to give any time back, but I did know that I was as close to this BMW as I'd ever been. Just goes light over the crest. Force feedback on Raceroom, excellent.
Cooking your left front tyre.
Now the crew chief wasn't lying there. That left front was absolute toast. My left front tyre's ruined. But there was no time to think about them tyres. We had to keep the pressure on third place and see if we could force him into a mistake. Get that tight line. Keep putting him under pressure. I was now starting to crawl all over the back of him, and every moment that passed I couldn't understand why I didn't spend more time on Raceroom, as it feels absolutely epic. Too tight a line there, Rev.
On your right, clear right.
Thought I was going to go right to the back of him then. Just managed to get away with that. My heart was in my mouth. He's early on the power, his front's washed out a bit. That's better, ride the curb.
Hold your line.
Like a little slingshot out of there.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Come on, little Beamer.
Next car is Munoz. Car number 311. P3. You need to push if we're going to hold.
We were up to third, but hopefully I'd learned not to give that place straight back in the slow corners. Not slowing down, Jeff. We have got 7 incident points. Oh, need to stop doing that. I think I'm just running wide a bit in turn 1. I'd secured third place, and it was time with 2 minutes left to try and keep things neat and tidy and bring the car home.
Clear left.
It's okay, we're on the power earlier. Ran wide. He gave me a little scare, but we managed to keep the place.
To go, 2 minutes.
Come on. Not a bad lap this, Rev. I was continuing to pump in those green sectors, and all in all I was happy with my progress. My lap times were getting faster, and as we moved on to the final lap of the race, I'd managed to start to claw my way up to second, but we were going to run out of time. But nonetheless, I'd enjoyed my time with Portimao and with the M235i. All I wanted to do now was keep it clean and tidy and finish on a decent lap. That's better. And as we came to the end of Sector 1, it was a purple sector, so we were on course for our best lap of the race. Keep it tidy, Rev, keep it tidy. I think we might have been a bit quicker than second. So I don't know how we've done that. Raceroom has to be the most underrated sim in sim racing today. It's got loads of content. Yeah, granted, it doesn't look the best, but it's very, very old, but it's still getting support, and I can't wait for the touring cars, the Super Tourers pack on December the 10th. I'll certainly be covering that pack on the channel, so look out for the video. That's it, get the nose at Beamer in, come on. I think at this point it was just starting to dawn on me that I was getting much faster. and I thought that there was a chance that I could put the fastest lap of the race in to kind of put my stamp on how fast I could have been. I'm not looking, Jeff. You lie to me all the time. However, a few corners ago I just managed to dip my wheels outside the track limits. My lap time was now red, so this lap was not going to count. But I still wanted it to be as fast as it could possibly be. 158.512. Could be the fastest lap of the race.
Well done, Matt. Great drive. That's a podium.
158 dead. Us as well, fastest lap of the race. We'll take that. It may not have counted, but I still enjoyed it. As always, I've been the Reverend. Thank you very much for watching.